Hey guys, welcome back to Olive Gray Avenue. I'm Ruth, that's Steve, and we're here to give you a review on the Z Counterform whole process. We just poured some countertops, so we want to talk about it and let you know what we found out. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button below, the bell. We will be finishing the countertops coming up soon, so you want to see that. So concrete work we don't like, and someone decided that we should pour a concrete countertop. I said let's just buy granite and have it cut. Someone said we should do concrete.
I thought it would be easy. It's been like
for some reason.
It's like the 50th time, and I always say no concrete, and then we end up doing it, so I just cut the middleman out, just jump right over and say, okay, fine, we'll do the concrete thing. You're gonna inevitably suggest that we do, because everything is concrete. Check out the concrete table we made, the concrete coffee table, the concrete slab we put in, the concrete fireplace we've put in. Just go look at the page, and you'll see why I was like, okay, fine, I'm sure it's gonna be concrete, so I suggested it.
We'll link everything for you. Check out our other videos. So we'll say we're not experts on concrete, definitely not, but we have experience. We've done it plenty of times to know what's up. So now we're going to talk about the specific system called Z Counterform. So they have forms. This is a scrap that we have left over. They have different, not just this one, different styles for the edge. This is for the inside. They sell the actual concrete mix, the sealer, the floats, the
patchwork, anything you need.
All of it.
To just build yourself a concrete countertop, which a lot of people are building a lot of concrete countertops now because they're pretty cost effective and you can just pour them in place.
So that's something we did different. We've never done pour in place before. Every other time we've worked with concrete, it has been like cast.
Yeah, we cast it elsewhere and then just bring it over.
It's a different process for sure.
It's a different process. It's supposed to be easier, and I'll say it is easier because you're not lifting a 500-pound slab. You're just doing a regular 50-pound bag of concrete.
Pour in place is easier?
Yeah, pour in place is easier. You just mix it and you pour it in.
I'll agree 50% with you. It is easier to do because you don't have to lift it, but it's not easier to get a really nice finish.
Yeah, that's okay, so you're right. The top is really hard to get that perfect smooth edge. If you ever saw the concrete,
it's like a dresser top.
We did it for the one room challenge, and it's the top of a dresser. It's like the very first thing we did with concrete as furniture instead of like a fire pit, and that has a perfect polished top. And that was cast in using, what was that called? Maker board?
Melamine or maker
melamine
board.
Maker board. So it pours onto the ground, and under its own weight, it goes flat. And it's a smooth surface, and then you just flip it upside down and you use it. But with this system, it gets poured in place, and then you have to put on your little, professional hat and smooth it and get it in there.
So let's talk about like the actual instructions or directions and learning how to use this system. So when all the supplies were ordered, I got an email with like instructional videos on YouTube. The first one they sent is like an hour long. I was looking for specific information on questions I had. I would have liked better instructions. Yes, there are these videos, but there are things lacking from them.
What are those questions you had? Surprise, I'm here. Hey, champ. What are those questions?
So one of the questions I had, our counter butts straight up against a wall. I didn't know what to do with that wall because they have this form, which is just flat.
90
it
degrees.
Can screw down here, very small. It's not an edge.
Different purposes altogether. That's what these forms are.
So I knew that. I saw those. I understand. But how?
And it took a really long time looking through those videos to see that it just stays there forever.
Yeah, so the purpose of those is for a backsplash to sit on top of. So it's more for like a kitchen purpose, like an indoor kitchen. Our outdoor kitchen doesn't have a backsplash.
I just molded right up into it, and I think we ended up putting nothing there. Right?
So I put it down and then I took it back up because I found a video finally that told me what it was for, and that's not the purpose. Yeah.
Speaking of instructions, the bags have instructions on them about how much water to use.
This is kind of with any concrete, but let's start with a normal concrete bag. It'll say this amount of mix to this amount of water until proper consistency is reached, right? Something like that?
Yeah, it'll say for like warmer conditions, use more water, be aware what more water does. Like there's a little bit of a leeway.
Yes,
a little vague.
Exactly. So these just say this amount of mixture to maximum this amount of water. So I'm thinking, okay, we just do 3 quarts of water, that's it. Of course, we have the hose there because we've done this before, so.
It's Texas, it's hot, it's over 100 degrees, but this is not regular concrete. This is like no aggregate, there's no rocks, it's sandy. It's supposed to lay smooth and flow really smooth and really easy. So while we normally would want to just say, let's add more water, it makes sense. I personally don't like to go against instructions when something is that specific. When it says do not use more than 3, because more water, you reduce the strength of concrete a lot of times. This specifically said no more than 3 quarts. And when we added 3 quarts, it looked like biscuit batter.
It was thick.
I don't know if you ever made biscuits. It's dry. Then we just kept spraying it with water just to add a little bit because we didn't want to ruin the pour.
It's just stressful.
It really is.
That's why we don't like working with concrete, but concrete's so pretty, so we keep doing it. Yeah. The end result is so good, but it's just hard work. We have mad respect for concrete workers. Hard work. Good job.
Yeah. So you'll see that it starts off real choppy, real dry, and then in the end we pour it and it comes out just perfect. And you can see how smooth the other side is. One side rough, one side smooth. It's just because we kept adding water because it's so hot here. And by the time we were almost done pouring the first section, it was firming up. It was already getting dry. We were panicking like the house was on fire, just yelling and running back and forth, trying to smooth and screed and push it over where we needed to because we had to like mix and then pour it, and we saw it was drying, and then we had to run back and try to mix the next batch and then run back and try to, it was a lot. That's the only downside to this whole thing is the amount of water we need.
But that's for any concrete.
Yeah, anytime you're using concrete. If it's a hot day, we'll need a little more water. All in all, I think the pros outweigh the cons.
Going off the look of, if you look at their instructional videos, see how the concrete pours out and add enough water till your mix looks like that. Mm-hmm. Just get it to the right consistency and don't worry so much about the instructions.
Would I use it again? Yes. Would you use it again?
Yes.
Bye.
So thanks for joining us here today. We just wanted to chat about this cool system with you, tell you our real thoughts after the process, after we went through everything.
After our mistakes. Throw a comment down below. Let me know how you've done it.
You can join our Crazy Concrete Club.
Yeah, join the Crazy People Club.
But thanks for watching this video. Next week, we're going to try to finish up these concrete countertops once we have the right tools and the right stuff. So stick around for that and lots more awesome projects coming up soon.
I guess we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Bye.